The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Satter wants the ball. He's going to maybe tee it up for 11-3. He got it! 11 three-pointers for Ty Satter. It's unbelievable.
Oh, here comes the Fusion the other way. Nice ball in towards Kamai. Kamai able to set it down. Kamai beating the keeper. Shot on the way, and Kamai scores. 1-0 for the Fusion, and it's
1-2 pitch. Line shot up the middle. One run will score. Deer rounding third. He's coming to the plate. Actually,
Verwest, they center in front. Scarbrug down low, loose in front, in for a goal. South Shaley gets the first goal of this East Region title.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
All right, we're in the national anthem. We'll take a break. Your pregame show brought to you by Budget Blinds starts next.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Racer Construction. Call them today, 218-252-2120 for all your earthwork and excavation needs. They specialize in residential and commercial building sites, roads, driveways, and septic systems. They serve Becker, Hubbard, and the surrounding counties. The world is our sandbox, and our toys are big enough to play in it. Racer Construction, 218-252-2120. Good luck, Park Rapids Panthers. All right, welcome back to the Panther Den is what we're calling it here at Park Rapids High School here in Park Rapids, Minnesota. Thank you for joining us here on Magnitude Sports. We certainly appreciate it. Getting ready to go over the starting lineups.
Number 3, Emma.
And we'll turn it over to our PA announcer now for those.
Number 12, Sophia Puyu. And she's not on. And number 5, Bella Connor. All right, and the Sebeka starting lineup. Number 4, Ellie Ness. Number 6, Annika Puyu. Number 8, Jalen Lillquist. Number 9, Miranda Lillquist. Number 10, Kyla Watson. Number 11, Violet Lisney. And number 13, Samantha Stevens. Now for our Panthers, number 1, Jordan Oslin. Number 3, Brooke Kritzik. Number 7, Cece Chase. Number 8, Macy Lund. Number 10, Macy Jalbert. Number 11, Zoe Phelps. And number 15, Allie Michelson. Starting for the Panthers tonight will be number 2, Abby Phelps. Number 4, Olivia Miller. Number 5, Hallie Eichens. Number 6, Rylan Fogarty. Number 9, Maggie Meyer. Number 12, Anna Yulini. And number 14, Kylie Persons. Let's get ready to play Panther Volleyball.
All right, Those are your starting lineups. Once again, we want to say thanks to our sponsors, including Frontier Airlines, Dakota Fence and Feathers, Great Clips, Budget Blinds, Racer Construction, Wolf and Simon Real Estate, and Park Rapids Touchdown Club sponsoring the football broadcast for the Panthers this fall sports season here on Magnitude Sports, as well as the rest of those sponsors sponsoring football and volleyball this fall sports season here as well for the Park Rapids Panthers. A total of 10 games for the Panthers this season. This is our second one. Our third one will be tomorrow when the Panther football team takes the field here on Magnitude Sports. So keep that, circle that one for tomorrow night if you're a Panthers fan. For the Sebeka Trojans, last time we saw the Sebeka Trojans on Magnitude Sports, they were taking on another purple team. It was the Barnesville Trojans. I don't remember who won that game, but I remember it was two purple Trojan teams playing each other. So it looks like Sebeka will get the opening serve here as we are underway. Far side attack is down, and the first point of the game goes to the Park Rapids area Panthers. All right, serving there is Hallie Eichens. They'll set it up for a near side attack here for Miranda Lilquist, and I'll go out of bounds. They're actually calling 4 touches, and that'll be a 2-0 start here for the Park Rapids area Panthers. The Panthers come into this one still looking for their first win of the season, while the Sebeka Trojans are hovering a game below 500 on the season so far. Should be a good matchup tonight. That one will float its way out of bounds, and it's 3-0 here in favor of the Park Rapids area Panthers. On your Wolf and Simon Real Estate scoreboard, on the serve here is Riley Fogarty, and I'll go into the net, and I'll put the Trojans on the board. It's 3-1. Serve is over. We'll set it up for a far side attack, and a nice dig out there by Samantha Stevens for the Trojans. And now Polyu, and then tried to dunk it down almost, but the Panthers able to recover, but not able to send it back. And now we'll get Sebeka one closer at 3-2. Serving here for the Trojans is Kyla Watson, a 5'10 sophomore. That one hits the tape as it comes over. Eichens makes first contact. Now a 10-foot line attack and a nice diving dig out there by Polyu. Come back to the other side. Polyu makes first contact. Now the set to the far side, blocked at the net, and they're going to call a double touch. Nope, they're going to call a net violation. Either way, it's a point for the Panthers, and it's 4-2. Jump serve is over. The little barrel there for the Sebeka Trojans is the junior 5'6" Ellie Ness in the yellow jersey. That one lands in bounds. Nice kill. Give that one to Olivia Miller. And it's 5-2 now in favor of Park Rapids. Near side attack is over. Nice dig out there by Maggie Meyer. Bump back over, hits the tape. Polyu with a diving dig out, sets up that far side attack. Kept alive there by Abby Phelps. Sent back over. First touch there from Watson. And blocked at the net. Watson keeps it alive. And Watson keeps it alive again. And then putting it down to the floor is Jalen Lilquist. It's 5-3. Panthers get out to that 3-0 start. Trojans get 2 back, and now they get an ace serve. So the Panthers with the 3-0 start. Trojans get 2, Panthers get 2, and now on that ace serve, they get 2 more. And that will be out of bounds, and that'll be a point for the Panthers. 6-4 is our score now here on the Wolf and Simon Real Estate scoreboard. Serving to be Kylie Persons. Polyu will send it over and float one over the top of the net. Panthers keep it alive. Far side attack pushed over there by Ishins. And now pushed right back to the Panthers. Bump set. Ishins tries again. Gets it this time. 7-4. Persons serve over again. First touch there by Ness. Here's the set. Polyu sends it over. Middle of the net attack is sent over by Abby Feltz. Kept alive by the Trojans. Here's Polyu. Nice diving dig out on the flip side there by Persons. And then on the third touch, she got the end of her fingertips on it, but couldn't do anything with it. And that will be a point for the Sebeka Trojans. And it's 7-5. So after that 3-0 start, it's been groups of 2 here for the Panthers and Trojans. And that one will end that. As that's the first time in this match that a team has not scored 2 points in a row. 8-5, excuse me. Serve is over. Polyu makes first contact. Now on the 10-foot line attack, Polyu sends it over. They'll set it up far side there. Panthers get the kill. Yilanimi with the kill on that far side for Park Rapids, and it's 9-5. Serve is over. Polyu will race after a bump set there on the second touch. Sent over there by Violet Lisney. Now, as soon as I say that, the Panthers cannot get it back over the net, and that'll be a point there for Sebeka. It's 9-6 as the Trojans pull within 3. Once again, Park Rapids gets 2 in a row before giving up the serve back to Sebeka. Far side attack. Nice dig out there by Ness. Now here's Polyu just in front of the 10-foot line. Got a bad angle and could have put it over the top of the net. And that will be a point here for the Panthers as they are the first to hit the double digits on the scoreboard. Serving is Yilanimi. They'll set it up near side here. I'm not sure who that was. That was number 10. That was Watson. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it's a point here for the Sebeka Trojans, and it's 10-7. Standing serve is over. First contact made by Persons. They'll set it up there, over. Nice dig out by Polyu. Watson sends it back over to the Panthers. And now the Panthers set up a middle of the net attack. And she got it through the blockers and down, and it's Abby Feltz with the kill. And it's 11-7. Nice setup on the block attempt there by Sebeka, but Abby Feltz with a little too much power and got it through the blockers down to the floor. 11-7 our score. Serve is just over. Pushed over by 2 hands there by Polyu. Now they'll set it up for a near side attack, and that falls to the floor, and the kill is going to go to Macy Lund. 12-7, Panthers score 2 in a row now. And if the pattern continues, Sebeka would score next, but we'll see if Park Rapids can break that pattern. Ten-foot line attack is over. Kept alive there by the Panthers. Now far side attack and a nice dig out by Polyu with the follow-up bump set. And now a free ball sent over, nearly goes to the floor. Far side attack from Myers back over to the Trojans. And now in 2 touches, it goes back to the Panthers. From behind the 10-foot line, it'll soar out of bounds on the attack by Cecilia Chase. 12-8, and that, once again, they cannot score. Outside of that 3-0 start, they have not been able to rally more than 2 points in a row, but they still have the lead by 4. And if Sebeka can get a small rally of their own going here, we could have a close set 1. We'll see if that happens or not. Sent back over there by Stevens. From behind the 10-foot line, a nice block by Watson at the net. One touch comes back over to the Sebeka Trojans. That'll be the second touch. Has to go back to the Trojans there, and it does. They'll set it up for a near side attack there for Stevens. Nice dig out on the other side, and the volley continues. And there, Sebeka's able to get it over, and then slamming the door shut was Olivia Miller, and it's 13-8. And once again, Sebeka fails to score more than one in a row. The last time they scored more than one, the score was 5-3 and 5-4. And an ace serve. (14-8) as the ace serve goes to Ryland Fogarty. And that one goes out of bounds. And once again, the Panthers score two and then give the serve up. Watson will send it over. No, she won't. She'll send it into the net. And it's 15-9, and there's serve this time will go back into the hands of Maggie Meyer. Dug out there by Ness. Now the set and sent over, kept alive. Bump set, far side attack, push over, kept alive by Watson. Set to the far side, through the blockers and down, and give that one to Miranda Lilquist. And it's 15-10. Serve is over. Near side attack will fire out of bounds on the swing by Olivia Miller, and that'll make it 15-11. Blocked at the net, kept alive by Ness. Here's the set for Polyu. And one touch right back, Watson recovers. Far side attack, down in bounds. And the kill goes to Miranda Lilquist. And it's 15-12, and now the Sebeka Trojans, for the first time in this match, have scored 3 in a row. Can they keep it going here? 15-12 on the Wolf and Simon Real Estate scoreboard. Blocked at the net, out of bounds, point Sebeka. That's 4 in a row for the Trojans. And they are within a deuce. Hard serve over. Here's the set by Fogarty, now sent over. Ness will keep it alive. Polyu goes after it. Now free ball sent over there by Lilquist. Panthers will set up a near side attack, sent over, and I believe it's out of bounds. No, the far side official said it was inbounds, and that'll be a kill for Park Rapids. So that ends a 4-0 rally by Sebeka and keeps the lead 3 here for the Panthers. Person serve is over. Ness dug it out, the serve, and then punching it down. And wait 1 second. They're saying that Ishins went over the net. So that is going to be a point for the Trojans. They'll get the serve right back at 16-14. Back to serve this time is the 6'1" junior Miranda Lilquist. At least we believe she's going to be the serve, as the Panthers are going to, let's see here, talk things over, or no, just make a slight adjustment to avoid a possible rotation violation. And that is out of bounds. It was not touched by Persons, and that'll be a service there, and the point will go back over to the Panthers along with the serve. So after that 4-0 rally by the Trojans, it's 1-0, 1-0, 1-0 rallies so far here. And now it's another 1-0 rally. 17-15 our score. Serve is over there as Persons makes first contact on it. Now they send it over. Blocked by Watson at the net. Comes back over to the Trojans. That'll be a net violation on Sebeka, and it's 18-15. Serve from Ulanimi is over. They'll set it up. Far side, pushed over there by, I'm not sure who that was, actually. Number 11, that was Violet Linsney. Now Watson puts it over. Dug out by Ness. They'll set it up. Polyu through the blockers and down. Polyu gets the kill. (18-16). Can they pull off another 3 or 4 point rally here and get themselves the lead possibly? We'll find out. Far side attack pushed over, and as Polyu was diving forward, it went off the hands of Stevens out of bounds, and that'll be a point for the Panthers. So the Trojans get 2 back, but still trail by 3. They'll set it up for Stevens. That one hits the rafters and falls down, and Stevens will get credit for the kill. So it'll be Ellie Ness, the junior, with the serve. And that's an ace serve. She put it right down in front of the back line. Nice job by Ellie Ness. And all of a sudden, the Trojans are back within a point. Far side attack sent over, and it was just over the line. And we have a tie match at 19 all. It's our first tie, and we have a timeout taken by Park Rapids. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned, we're coming right back.
Discover the perfect property for your needs and budget. Whether you're looking to buy or sell your home, find a cabin for the weekend family gatherings, or a lot for your dream home. Get started on your next adventure at wolfsimonrealestate.com. Browse the featured listings or utilize the advanced search tools to find exactly what you're looking for, like a city home, a country home, lake lot, acreages, or even commercial buildings. Wolf & Simon Real Estate, 1217 1st Street East in Park Rapids, or call 218-237-7770.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL. At Great Clips.
All right, 19-19 coming out of a Park Rapids timeout. And right now, the Trojans are on a 3-point rally. Down 19-16, they've tied it at 19. Watson trying to get the lead, but the Panthers keep it alive. Far side attack, down and out of bounds, they're saying. And that is 4 in a row now here for the Trojans. And they take their first lead of the match at 20-19. Ness on the serve, she had the ace just before that timeout. Ness will dig it out. They'll set it up for Stevens. Stevens gets the kill. It's 5 in a row here for the Trojans. The 5'7" junior getting 2 of the 3 last points here for Sebeka. 21-19, Trojans with the 2-point advantage. Middle of the net attack is over, and a whistle and a double touch is called. Serve is over. Sent back, blocked at the net by Watson, nicely done. And that one will end a 6-point rally as the point will go to Macy Lund. And now the Panthers give the serve right back on a service error. Watson will serve it up at 23-20. Pushed over in 2, nicely done. That's exactly what the Panthers needed. And they find themselves down by 2 in a very crucial point of set number 1. Meyer's serve is over, and the free ball coming back to the Panthers. Can they set up an attack here? They'll set it up middle of the net. Through the blockers, no. It rolled on the top of the tape and came right back to Park Rapids. Backside set, tack over, kept alive. Now they'll set it up far side there for Ishans. Here comes Stevens, blocked at the net. It was tipped as it goes out of bounds, and an excellent block there by Olivia Miller. And now Sebeka wants to talk it over as they've seen their lead vanish to 1. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
At Great Clips, we use clip notes to save NHL player Cale Makar's haircut details, so he's always confident in his hockey hair. Because with a name like Cale, you gotta sport great salad. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
All right, welcome back. Park Rapids coming out of the timeout. They started the set with a 3-0 lead. They held on to that lead until Sebeka eventually tied it up at 19. That was part of 6 in a row by the Trojans. And now back and forth we go. They awarded the point to Park Rapids. I was waiting because I wasn't sure. So 23-23 now, as the Panthers have scored 3 in a row with that one. And now Maggie Meyer will serve. Jump serve, middle of the service line, dug out by Ness, chased after there by number 8. That is Lilquist. Back over to the Trojans now as Watson will dig it out. They'll set it up and punched into the net by Beaulieu. And now it is set point for the Park Rapids Panthers at 24-23. They've scored 4 in a row. And out of bounds, and they'll win it. Down 23-20, they score 5 in a row to take the first set at 25-23. 1 down, at least 2 to go, maybe more, we'll see. It was a great set 1. I would suspect set 2 might be somewhat similar, but we'll find out when we come back after the break here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Discover the perfect property for your needs and budget. Whether you're looking to buy or sell your home, find a cabin for the weekend family gatherings, or a lot for your dream home. Get started on your next adventure at wolfsimonrealestate.com. Browse the featured listings or utilize the advanced search tools to find exactly what you're looking for, like a city home, a country home, lake lot, acreages, or even commercial buildings. Wolf & Simon Real Estate, 1217 1st Street East in Park Rapids, or call 218-237-7770.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
All right, welcome back to the Panther Den here at at Park Rapids High School. It's your Frontier Airlines set recap. The Panthers get out to a 3-0 start. Trojans get 2 back, and then that would make it 3-2. Panthers get 2. And then Sebeka gets 2. That would make it 7-4. And, I'm sorry, that'd make it 5-4. And then the Panthers would get 2 to make it 7-4. And then 7-5. 2 more for the Panthers, 1 for the Trojans. And then we go from 9-6, we go 10-6, 10-7, and then the Panthers get 2 in a row before Sebeka trims the lead down to 12-8. And then an ace serve by Ryland Fogarty 2 points later to make it 14-8. The teams would trade points to make it 15-9, and then Sebeka would go on a 4-0 run, down 15-9. They'd trim the lead to 15-13 before making it 16-13 when the Panthers would score again. Sebeka would score, the Panthers would score, and there'd be 17-14. And then Sebeka would go on a 3-0 run to trim the lead down to 18-16. Check that, a 2-0 run. Let's see, 1-2. Yeah, I'm sorry, 2-2. And then one more, make it 19-16 Park Rapids. 2 more, including an ace serve from Ellie Ness, would make it 19-18. They would score 6 in a row to build that lead up to 22-19. A service error would make it 22-20, and then 23-20, and then Park Rapids would finish it out, scoring the next 5 in a row to make it 25-23 in that first set, and they'll score the first one here in set number 2. And that was your Frontier Airlines Set 1 recap. Frontier Airlines, visit flyfrontier.com to learn about the Go Wild Pass and get one-way flights both in and out of either Fargo and or Minneapolis for as low as $15 a flight. And that is a point for the Sebeka Trojans. Watson will go back to serve. It's 1-1. As that's our first tie. We only had 1 tie in that previous set, and that was at 19-19. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be a point for Sebeka, and now they take the lead at 2-1. Watson with a standing serve. That's over. They'll set it up for a middle net attack there for Miller, and what's the call? It's a point for the Sebeka Trojans. I did not see exactly what happened as I looked down at my roster at the wrong moment, apparently. Here's Watson with the serve again. And they're going to have to chase after that one. It's not going to come back. It's 4-1. So the Panthers get out to a 3-1 start. And now it's the Sebeka Trojans getting out to a 3-1 start, tacking on one more. We'll see if they can keep it going here. Watson's serve is over. First touch by Yulanimi. Now was that blocked at the net or into the net? I can't quite tell. I'm gonna go with my gut and say it was an attacking error into the net. 5-1. Could have been either or, but my gut tells me my first thought was correct. Pushed over in 2, Watson will dig it out. They'll set it up, far side attack. Nice dig out there. I believe that was Feltz who dug it out, and it was. And now Feltz will send it back. Stevens makes first contact, and putting it down to the floor is Jalen Lilquist. It's 6-1. So after trailing 1-0, they have now scored 6 in a row. 6 is the most they've been able to put together. And that is out of bounds, and I may have just jinxed that. And for the Park Rapids fans, they're probably thankful that I jinxed that. It's 6-2. Serve comes from Maggie Meyer. Dug out by Ness. And nice kill there by Lilquist as it went off the hands of a diving Panther. And it's 7-2. So the Panthers only able to get one of those 6 back before giving the serve back to Sebeka. 10-foot line attack, tipped as it comes over, and it'll fall to the floor. Nice job there by Anna Yulanimi. And it's 3-7. As the Panthers will get the serve back, will go into the hands of the senior persons. The libero. Person standing serve is over. And now they'll set it up for near far side attack. And it's through the blockers and down. That's Lilquist with the kill again. It's 8-3. So 1-1-1. Panthers are going to have to get a couple mini rallies here to get back into this one. Blocked at the net nicely there by the Trojans. Nearly blocked again. Now they'll set it up. This is Polyu. Sends it over. First contact by Persons. And now a 10-foot line attack there from Meyer. Nice dig out here on the near side by Stevens. Free ball sent over by Polyu. Panthers will control. Set up a middle of the net attack, and it's down. And it's Abby Feltz with the kill. And it's going to slice the lead in half. It's 8-4. Park Rapids scoring 5 in a row to take that first set, 25-23 after being down 23-20. And now they're trying to, this is the first time in this set where they've scored 2 in a row. Can they make it 3 in a row here? Yes, they can. Far side kill, Yelanimi with it. 8-5. They've scored 3 and now they trail by 3. The serve will go back into the hands of Hallie Eichens, the junior. Eichens with a little hop serve over from the middle of the service line. Polyu will send it back, and it came off her hand wrong and went into the net instead. Eichens will serve it again. That hop serve worked last time, and it almost worked this time. Nice job by Polyu to get the volley back over to the Panthers. They'll set it up, far side attack, and it's blocked at the net. Nicely done. Almost went out of bounds. It was Polyu and one other Trojan on that one, and that makes it 9-6, but a nice job there by the Panthers as they are able to get 3 in a row. 4, 5, and 6 before giving up that 9th point. And I see here, that's going to Sebeka. So it's now 10-6. So now the Trojans get 2 of those 3 back. Panthers need to put a stop to the Sebeka rally here, and they do. A far side attack gets through the blockers on the swing by Macy Lund, and it's 7-10. This time the serve comes from Rilanimi, and it's a little bit too far. It's out of bounds. And it's 11-7 as the Trojans will get the serve back. Annika Polyu with the serve. They'll set it up far side there for Meyer, and blocked and comes right back to the Panthers. Now Ness, and send it over and then swatted right back. Far side attack is over and out of bounds on the swing by no, not Watson. That was Lisney who sent it too far. And it's now 11-8. Far side attack, down to the floor, nicely done. That was Maggie Meyer. And number 9 gets the 9th point for Park Rapids. And now back to serve will be Abby Feltz, the senior. Standing serve is over. Ness makes first contact and then pushed over by Watson. Panthers will control it, send it back, but send it out of bounds. And the Panthers find themselves down by 3 once again, but they get 2 back after giving up 1. And now it's 12-9. Standing serve just barely made it over the tape of the net. Sent back over, finds its way to the floor, and credit that one to Macy Lund. And the Panthers break double digits and find themselves trailing by 2. Serving it up, here's Fogarty. And a far side attack, Watson sends it back. They'll set it up for the far side there for Eichens, and she gets the kill, and it's a 1-point set. Fogarty will serve again. That one nicely put over the net on a downward angle. And can they keep it alive? They do. Nice job sending it back and putting it down is Maggie Meyer, and we're knotted up at 12. We were tied at 1. Sebeka took the lead at 2-1. They hung on to that lead until just now at 12-12. And it's down for an ace. Fogarty gets an ace, and then she sends it out of bounds, and we're tied at 13. So if you're a Panthers fan, the good news is that they've tied it. Give a point to each team here. Ten-foot line attack, over and down, nicely done. That was Abby Phelps, and the lead goes back to the Panthers. Meyer, little hop serve is over. They'll set it up here, near side attack, blocked at the net, comes right back to the Panthers, and they'll try again. Or check that to the Trojans, and they'll try again. And on the swing by Lilquist, it goes out of bounds. And now the Panthers give it right back to the Trojans at 15-14. So they scored 2 in a row. And a point for Sebeka. It's now knotted up at 15. So I get caught up here on my stat book. So that's 2 in a row now for the Trojans. They trail in the match 1-0. Going back to serve is the junior, Samantha Stevens. Here's the set, middle of the net attack. Ooh, even fooled me. That was a good fake out there by the Panthers. Blocked at the net. Trojans keep it alive. And that one's tipped as it goes over, and give the kill there to Lilquist, and the assist on that kill to Annika Polyu, excuse me. So now Sebeka scored 3 in a row. Nice dig out by Ness, as that should have more than likely been a point for the Panthers. Oh, and that'll be a touch violation there. Bad break there for Park Rapids. They find themselves down by 2 now after taking the lead at 14-13. They would then score to make it 15-13. And then it's been 4 in a row, make that until now. As the Panthers will get the point. So it's 17-16. And that's out of bounds, and now it's 17 all. It was tipped. They're saying it was tipped. So that's 2 in a row for the Panthers, and the serve going to the hands of Persons. Knotted up at 17 now. Ness makes first contact, chasing after it there. They'll set it up, and through the blockers and down. That is... to catch the jersey number there. I believe it was, I think it was Lilquist. What I can tell you for sure is that the lead goes to Sebeka. And I look down, the call is what? Net violation. Or line violation. Pretty much the same thing. It results in a point for the opposite team. 18-18. And now the Panthers will be allowed to serve. Pushed over in 2, and that's about the only thing there that Lilquist could do on that And another point here for the Panthers as they retake the lead at 19-18. So we were tied at 1, tied at 12, 13, 15, 17, 18. And that one goes into the net. And we're tied at 19. And that, ooh, I thought that landed in bounds. It looked like it landed in front of the line, but the back line judge said no. So that'd be a point for the Panthers. And they will take the 20-19 lead. Watson sends it over. A little miscommunication there, and I think Persons could have touched that. I think what happened there is Persons thought she had the touch on the ball, then she was running backwards with her head not towards her teammate, didn't realize her teammate touched it, and she could have touched it again. An understandable error there, but a costly one too. As the error allows them to tie it, and now they score again to take the lead. And they've scored 4 in a row. Down 19-18, now they're up. Well, I'm sorry, they haven't scored 4 in a row. I misread my book there. That one's tipped over. Racing after it, Stevens off the back wall, and that will fall for a point for the Panthers, and we're knotted up at 21. That's the 9th tie of set 2. There was only 1 tie in set 1. Stevens sends it over, kept alive, and now they'll set it up. Far side attack, over and down, and the kill goes to Maggie Meyer. (22-21). Sebeka would love to get this set back after a disastrous end of that first set that looked like the Trojans had it. And that one falls short. Didn't get enough power on that was Lidsney. 23-21. May I remind you, the score was 23-21 when Park Rapids came back to score, and now we have a timeout came back to win, and now we have a timeout as Sebeka wants to talk it over and try and duplicate what Park Rapids did in set 1. We'll see what happens when we return in 30 seconds here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Discover the perfect property for your needs and budget. Whether you're looking to buy or sell your home, find a cabin for the weekend family gatherings, or a lot for your dream home. Get started on your next adventure at wolfsimonrealestate.com. Browse the featured listings or utilize the advanced search tools to find exactly what you're looking for, like a city home, a country home, lake lot, acreages, or even commercial buildings. Wolf & Simon Real Estate, 1217 1st Street East in Park Rapids, or call 218-237-77.
All right, Panthers up 2. 23-21, that was the score when the Panthers were down in set 1. They came back and won it. Can Sebeka duplicate that here in set 2? Here's the kill attempt, and it's a set point. 24-21, and the Panthers a point away from taking a 2-0 lead in the match. Going back to serve will be number 2, Abby Feltz. Feltz, standing serve, powers it over. They'll set it up for Stevens from the 10-foot line. It's over, dug out there. And now they'll set it up far side there for Ishins, and it's out of bounds. And it's 24-22. It remains set point for the Panthers, but this serve will go over to the Trojans into the hands of Ellie Ness. The 5'6" junior will set it up from the middle of the service line. That serve is over. They'll set it up for an attack, and it did not get over the net. It'll be an attacking error, and it's 24-23. And now Park Rapids will take a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be back in a moment. Racer Construction. Call them today, 218-252-2120, for all your earthwork and excavation needs. They specialize in residential and commercial building sites, roads, driveways, and septic systems. They serve Becker, Hubbard, and the surrounding counties. The world is our sandbox, and our toys are big enough to play in it. Racer Construction, 218-252-2120. Good luck, Park Rapids Panthers. Set point for the Panthers, unless the Trojans can score, they'll take set point off the board. Ness with the serve, down 23-24. Down in the match, 1-0. Here's the set, and that one's over the net, kept alive by Stevens. Polyu will set it, bump set it, now free ball back over to the Panthers. Free ball back over to the Trojans. Can they set it up for the attack? Can they score? No, they cannot. It goes into the net, and the Panthers take the win. 25-23 in both sets for the Panthers. And now it's up to the Trojans to force that fourth set. We'll see if they can do it when we return here with your Frontier Airlines set recap coming up in a moment on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Okay, between sets.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
All right, welcome back. Once again, you can find us online on our social media pages, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter. Not showing on your screen. You can find us on Threads, too. Magnitude SN on all of them except Instagram. And then, of course, our website at magnitudesn.com. Go there, click on the schedule button, and take a look at what's coming up here. And on Thursday, we'll have a volleyball doubleheader for you as the Perham Yellow Jackets will take on the other purple Trojan team from Barnesville. And then we'll also have the DGF Rebels taking on the Holly Nuggets on Thursday night live here on Magnitude Sports. Then we're back to Park Rapids on Friday when the Panthers will hit the football field to take on the War Road Warriors. And then back to volleyball on Tuesday, DGF and Park Rapids Panthers. That'll be a road game for the Panthers, and we'll have that for you right here on Magnitude Sports. And then we come back to Park Rapids after the road game, and they will take on Attican, the Turkeys, at home against the Panthers. And then on Friday, we'll have a football doubleheader for you as the following Friday, I should say, DGF taking on Morris Area and Perham taking on Little Falls. Of course, you can dig all the way down to that. Well, you can see the rest of the fall schedule right there. You don't have to dig to our website now, but if you want to, you can. Once again, it's magnitudesn.com. So after 2 sets, it's the Panthers up 2-0 here. On your Frontier Airlines set recap, go to flyfrontier.com to learn about the Go Wild Pass and get one-way flights out of both Minneapolis and or Fargo, both in and out, for as low as $15 a flight with the Go Wild Pass. And once again, you can check that out at flyfrontier.com. And your set recap looks like this. The Panthers struck first, but then the Sebeka Trojans tied it up, and they went on to score 5 additional points to take a 6-1 lead, as the Trojans would be up 6-1 before the Panthers would score again at 6-2, 7-2, 7-3, and then 8-3. And then the Panthers would score 3 to trim it down to 8-6. Trojans get 2 back to make it 10-6. And then a couple of points exchanged later, it'd be 11-7. and the Panthers would get 2 more to trim the lead down to 11-9 for Sebeka. Sebeka would score to make it 12-9, and then the Panthers would go on a rally, including 4 points in a row. That rally would wrap up down 10-12, and they would take a 13-12 lead on an ace serve by Rylan Fogarty, the junior for Park Rapids. After the ace serve, it would be Sebeka scoring to tie it back up at 13. Park Rapids would get 2 to make it 15-13. Then we would have 4 in a row scored by Sebeka. Down 13-15, they would take a 17-15 lead before Park Rapids would score 2 to tie it at 17. Then we went back and forth. Tied at 18, tied at 19, tied at 20, tied at 21. Park Rapids took a 22-21 lead. They would tack on a couple more points to make it 24-21 at set point. And then Sebeka would get two points back to trim the lead down to 24-23. And then Park Rapids would finish it off and win the set 25-23. And that is your Frontier Airlines Set 2 recap. Once again, learn more about the Go Wild Pass to get $15 one-way flights both in and out of Fargo and or Minneapolis by visiting flyfrontier.com. So we move now to set number 3 as we have about 2 seconds before the buzzer goes on. They'll stop the clock at 3.4 seconds and grace us with no buzzer, which sometimes is a good thing. Sometimes if I'm sleeping, I need that buzzer, but I don't sleep too often. Ellie Ness will start things off for Sebeka. Serve is over, and now they'll set it up middle of the net attack. Maggie Meyer sends it over, and Maggie Meyer will get the kill. Stevens had a shot, but they could not bring it back. And it is 1-0 Park Rapids. So Park Rapids has scored first in all 3 sets so far. And, nice diving dig out by Polyu, and then sent back over by Lilquest. Comes back over, Polyu on the second touch. Lilquest sends it back over. Panthers control it, far side attack over. Dug out there in front of the back line. Back set to the far side attack. And that one's over. And a miscommunication there and give the kill to Lilquest. And it's 1-1. Back to serve is Watson. A sophomore wearing number 10. And nearly got an ace serve. It will not come back, but it will not go into the books as an ace either, unfortunately, for Watson. It'll just go into the books as a unreturned ball from Park Rapids. Either way, it results in a 2-1 lead for the Trojans. Third serve now from the service line for Watson. That's controlled, set up, middle of the net attack there from Miller. Punched right back to the Trojans. That one goes in, or to the Panthers, and then that one goes into the net to give Sebeka a 3-1 lead. Set 3 starting out like set 1 did, with Park Rapids scoring first, and then Sebeka going on. Well, they went on a 6-point rally back in the second set. Right now they're on a 3-point rally here in the third set. Nice dig out there by Polyu on a kill attempt there on the other side by Miller. And that one's out of bounds. Was it tipped? No, it was not. Point Sebeka, 4-1. And there's another point. And it's 5-1. Gonna make an adjustment on a microphone here. All right, back on the mic as Stevens touch up on it. Now far side attack is over, and a nice dig out there. I believe that was Fogarty who dug it out, and then it's a point for Park Rapids. So this time, Sebeka only gets it to 5-1. Last time they got it to 6-1 before the Panthers scored. And we'll see if the Panthers can trim away at the deficit like they did in the last set. That one's through the blockers and down. It's Lilquist with the kill. 6-2, so the Panthers only get one before giving the serve back, and it'll go into the hands of the junior, Samantha Stevens. Stevens' serve is over. One touch back to the Trojans. Watson on the second touch, and now it's back to the Panthers. That one's out of bounds, and it is 7-2. So Sebeka building a comfortable lead, and they want to try and keep it that way and force that forced set. And that was blocked at the net. Nicely done there by Olivia Miller. She'll get credit for the block. That'll make it 7-3, and the serve will go back now. Into the hands of Persons. Standing serve is over. Tipped over in two. Persons was diving for it. And I believe it was Lilquist. Don't check that. It was Lilquist with the kill. And it's 8-3. So number 8 gets the 8th point for Sebeka. And back to serve here is Lilquist. And, oh, my apologies. 8 and 9 are Lilquist. So I was right. I just got the first name, which I never put on air, wrong. I just put it the first name in my mind and thought I got the player name wrong. And if I would not have explained that, nobody would have ever known. And 10-3. And there's a kill. 10-4. One side of Jeremy, who's watching from home tonight, cheering on the Panthers, and so far so good. They have a 2-0 lead. That attack is over, and it's kept alive there by Ulanimi on the second touch. Sent back over, and Ulanimi gets the kill. And that slices the lead in half. It's 10-5. So that's 3 in a row now here for the Panthers. And that one did not go over the net. Lisney will get credit for an attacking error. And that'll make it 10-6. Serve is over. Ness makes first contact. They'll set it up. And that's sent over by Lisney. Diving dig out there by Persons as it comes back to the Trojans. Now Persons will dig it out again. Pushed over in 2, back to the libero Ness. And now Polyu out of bounds. Backline judge said it was out of bounds. So that will go to the Panthers, and that is four in a row, 5 in a row, and it's 8-10. Ten-foot line, push over there. Persons controls it. They'll set it up. Far side for Ulanimi. Dug out by Ness. Now they'll set it up for Pole. I think that's Polyu, and it was. Blocked at the net, and then it was tipped by a Trojan out of bounds, and the point will go to Macy Lund. And it's 9-10. Can they tie it up here? They have scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. 6 is the max scored by either team in a row in this match so far. And that will end right there as it's now 9-11 and ends a 6-point streak by the Panthers. So Sebeka will get the serve back here, with the Trojans leading by 2. Near side attack is over, and it's tipped by Watson, and the kill will go to Ulanimi. So now the Panthers are back within 1 and a chance to tie on the serve here from Ulanimi. Watson on the second touch, bounces it back to Stevens. Free ball for the Panthers. Middle of the net attack is over, and that one will go down for a kill. Abby Feltz this time around. That knocks us up at 11. Our first tie in set 2 was 12-12. Our first tie here, well, actually that was our second tie. So we were tied at 1, and now we're tied at 12. In set 2, we were tied at 1 and then tied at 11. So we got 1 point further this time, and now the Panthers take a 12-11 lead. In last set, it was Sebeka taking the 12-11 lead at this point. 12-11. And it'll be Ulanimi with the serve. Ness dives to dig it out. They'll set it up, push it over with 2 hands. And now a bump set will set up an attack there from Meyer. And she got it through over the net, through and down to the floor, and it's now 13-11. Standing serve from the middle of the service line is over. Here's the attack from Watson. And that'll be a touch violation. That'll be a lift, as she got a bad angle on that touch. 13-12. So Panthers got 3 in a row before giving up the serve, and now it's an ace serve. Polyu serve is over. Now they'll set it up. Near side attack sent over and into the net on the return, and the kill will go to Macy Lund. And the Panthers take the 14-13 lead. Tied at 1, tied at 11, tied at 13. Now the Panthers up 1, and the serve comes from Cecilia Chase. I take that back. No, it was Chase. Panthers will set it up middle of the net attack, and that was sent over by Miller, kept alive by the Trojans. Stevens on the return. 1 touch, sets it up for a far side attack there from Meyer. Push right back, 1 touch down to the floor. Polyu will get the point. Nice job there by the 5'8" junior Annika Polyu. And we're tied up at 14. It'll be the libero, the 5'6" junior Ellie Ness, back to serve. Standing serve from the middle of the service line is powered over the net. And down to the floor for a kill, and another one for Maggie Meyer. 15-14. Panthers take the first 2 sets, 25-23 and 25-23. Back to serve this time is Rylan Fogarty, the junior, who has an ace in this match. Polyu will send it over from behind the 10-foot line, controlled by the Panthers. And now tipped over, kept alive. Polyu on the second touch, sets it up there for Lilquist. Now back over. Panthers bump into each other, and that allows the ball to fall to the floor. And we're knotted up at 15. It'll be Watson back to serve. Kyla Watson, a 5'10" sophomore middle hitter for the Trojans. Sent back over, nice job by Watson. Stevens on the bump set. Polyu sends it back over. And now they'll bump set it over far side there from Meyer. And Meyer held, they're saying it hit inside right on the line, and that'll be a point. I'd have to look at it again. I glanced down for a moment. Can't say if I agree or disagree with that one, but I can say that it was close. Jump serve from middle of the net is over there from Meyer. Sent back over by Polyu, dug out, and now a bump set into the net, and that'll be a point for the Trojans. And the teams continue to trade points here ever since the score was 13-12. It's been 1 point per side all the way up till now. Ooh, and there's a net violation on the Panthers. That's the first time in quite some time that either team has scored 2 in a row. Near side attack is over there from Miller. Controlled, blocked at the net, kept alive, swatted back over. And that's Yelanimi who puts it down to the floor for the kill. $17 all. Persons back with the serve. Serve is over. Polyu makes first contact. They'll set it up far side. Over the net, Lilquist gets it down for the kill. And Sebeka takes the 1 point lead at 18-17. Miranda Lilquist, number 9. Jalen Lilquist is number 8. It was Miranda who got the kill. It's Miranda serving. And that is Jalen Lilquist with the kill in the middle of the net there. And it's a 2 point lead now here for the Trojans at 19-17. Can they continue this and force that 4th set? We'll find out. Panthers have been. And it comes back over the net, but it comes back over out of bounds. And the Sebeka Trojans are the first to reach 20 in all the odd sets. Sets 1 and 3. Panthers reached 21st in set number 2. And a whistle and a double touch is called. And Sebeka starting to pull away with this one here. We'll see if Miranda Lilquist can keep it going. 6'1" junior. If I did not have the roster in front of me, I would have said she's 6'3" or 6'4". She's very tall for 6'1". And that one at the net, and it's slammed down there by Abby Feltz. So 3 in a row scored by, check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row scored. By the Trojans, and now it's 22-18. And they've scored 9 of the last 10 points scored. We got a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them back in a moment. Racer Construction. Call them today, 218-252-2120 for all your earthwork and excavation needs. They specialize in residential and commercial building sites, roads, driveways, and septic systems. They serve Becker, Hubbard, and the surrounding counties. The world is our sandbox, and our toys are big enough to play in it. Racer Construction, 218-252-2120. Good luck, Park Rapids Panthers. All right, welcome back. The Sebeka Trojans up 22-18, but their ceiling so far has been 23. We'll see if they can surpass that this time or not. The set there by Eischen, sent back over and a dig out by Ness. Now Polyu with the bump set is what I was trying to say. And now the Panthers will send it back, and that'll be a kill on the far side. And credit that one, I believe, to Yelanimi. And it was Yelanimi, and she'll serve. They'll set it up. Watson sends it back, dug out there by Persons. Middle of the net attack, out of bounds by Feltz, and the point goes to the Trojans. It's 23-19. Can they get one more and surpass that 23 ceiling that they've had in set 1 and 2? We'll find out, and if they can, it'd be set point. Persons will send a free ball back. Ness, they'll set it up. Watson sends it back, kept alive. And what's the call? It's going to be a lift. And it's set point now here for the Sebeka Trojans. And one more will send us to the fourth set. Back to serve is, I believe that was Jalen Lilquist who was serving. Ness will send it up. Lilquist will set it up. Stevens on the attack into the net. It's 24-20. Still a hill to climb here for the Panthers. They've had rallies of 6 on 2 occasions. They would need a 6-point rally to win this one without giving the serve back to Sebeka. One touch and to the floor. And who was that? That was, give me a moment. That was Meyer. 24-21, it remains set point for Sebeka. Serving it up is Abby Founts. Ness digs it out. Bump set there from Polyu. Now Stevens will send a free ball. Panthers with a chance to go on the attack, and they will. Far side, nice dig out by Stevens. Kept it alive. Polyu will send it back to the Panthers. Panthers will try and set it up again. This time it's a near side attack. That one's dug out by Ness. To the net, bad angle. Ooh, I think her knee went over the line, but the referee missed it. Volley will continue. And out of bounds. And the Sebeka Trojans will take set 3 and trim this lead down to a 2-1 match lead for the Panthers, and we will see set number 4. 25-21 your final in favor of Sebeka, and set 3 your Frontier Airlines set 3 recap coming up in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Discover the perfect property for your needs and budget. Whether you're looking to buy or sell your home, find a cabin for the weekend family gatherings, or a lot for your dream home. Get started on your next adventure at wolfsimonrealestate.com. Browse the featured listings or utilize the advanced search tools to find exactly what you're looking for, like a city home, a country home, lake lot, acreages, or even commercial buildings. Wolf & Simon Real Estate, 1217 1st Street East in Park Rapids, or call 218-237-7770.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Welcome back to your Frontier Airlines Set 3 recap. Visit them online at flyfrontier.com to learn about the Go Wild Pass to get $15 one-way flights both in and out of Fargo and/or Minneapolis. Once again, that's with the Go Wild Pass. You can learn more about it at flyfrontier.com. Panthers struck first, and then the Sebeka Trojans scored 5 in a row to build their lead to 5-1 before the Panthers scored again. Sebeka would get 2 more to up the lead to 7-2, and then the Panthers would score. And then the Sebeka Trojans would score 3 more to take a 10-3 lead. But then the Panthers started to chip away as they would score 6 in a row, trimming that 3-10 deficit down to 9-10 before Sebeka would get the lead, push that lead back up to 2 at 11-9. 2 teams would trade points and tie it at 11-11. The Panthers would score 2 to make it 13-11. And then the teams would trade points again, 13-12. And then an ace serve by Annika Polyu for Sebeka made it 13-13. Panthers scores, Sebeka scores, Panthers, Sebeka, Panthers, Trojans, Panthers. No, I'm sorry, rewind. Trojans scored twice to make it 17-16. And then the Panthers would score to make it 17-17. And then the Trojans would score 4 in a row to build that lead up to 21-17. Teams would trade points to make it 22-18, and then another traded point to make it 23-19. Before Sebeka would score 2 in a row to make it 24-19. And then the Panthers would score 2 to make it 24-21. And then Sebeka would win it 25-21 and force set 4, trailing in the match 2-1. The serve will go to Park Rapids to start it off. And we are underway here in the 4th set. Backs are still against the wall here for the Trojans. Can they win another set? And the Panthers strike first in all 4 sets. That's 1-0. Standing serve is over. Stevens makes first contact. Now they'll set it up there for Lilquist. And Lilquist gets the kill. It's 1-1. So far, this is an identical start as set 2 and set 3. This is the part of the set where Sebeka would go on a roll here. We'll see if they can do that 3 sets in a row or not. Nice dig out by Ness. Now they'll set it up backside. Lilquist blocked at the net. Which side did it go down on? It went on the Sebeka side, and that'll be a point. And it'll go into the books as a block there for Olivia Miller. And it's 2-1 Park Rapids. Nice tip over there by Lilquist. Excellent play. And it's 2-2. That was Jalen Lilquist, to be more specific. Back to serve now. Here is Samantha Stevens. And some confusion here on the scorer's table on what the rotation is. And it will indeed go to Stevens. Tied at 2. Serve is over. And that's going to be a touch violation. Double touch is the call, and the point goes to the Trojans. It's 3-2. That serve just barely made it over the net, and it's an ace serve. So far, 3-2 and 4-2 is the most points scored in a row in set 4 at 2. And a nice kill on the far side there by Miranda Lilquist. And they take a 2-point advantage at 5-3. Once again, coming up Friday, it's the Park Rapids Panthers and the Warward Warriors. Couple more volleyball broadcasts before Friday here on Magnitude Sports as the Trojans score again to make it 6-3, and they double up now here on the Panthers here in set 4. Panthers have not won a match yet. They are on the doorstep of getting their first win of the season by forcing Sebeka to win 2 sets in a row. Panthers 0-4, the Sebeka Trojans 4-5 on the season. So the Trojans have 5 more games than the Panthers do. Set service there will make it 7-4. Nice dig out over the net, and it lands in bounds. How about that? Teammates helping up Stevens there after a diving dig out that went over the net and landed just inside the near sideline. And it's 8-4 as the Trojans double up. That one's through the blockers and down, and that is a kill for Abby Feltz. And it's 8-5 now as the serve will go back to the Panthers. Go back in the hands of Anna Yelanimi, a junior. Remember 2 years ago, I had no idea how to pronounce that last name. Now it's no problem. Oh, and it falls back over. Nice diving dig there by Jalen Wilquest, and it results in a point for the Trojans. 9-5. Sebeka giving it their all, and they're being rewarded with a couple of points on a couple of great plays. Here's Persons from the 10-foot line. Ness will dig it out. Well, set there by Lilquest over to Stevens. Yelanimi, Persons can't get it over. It's a point for the Trojans. And Sebeka doubles up on the Panthers. It's 10-5. Back to serve here is Annika Polju. And into the net on the attack. It's an attacking error that will make it 11-5. And Park Rapids will take a timeout. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Discover the perfect property for your needs and budget. Whether you're looking to buy or sell your home, find a cabin for the weekend family gatherings, or a lot for your dream home. Get started on your next adventure at wolfsimonrealestate.com. Browse the featured listings or utilize the advanced search tools to find exactly what you're looking for, like a city home, a country home, lake lot, acreages, or even commercial buildings. Wolf and Simon Real Estate, 1217 First Street East in Park Rapids, or call 218-237-7770.
Ever since the Panthers put the Trojans' backs against the wall, the Trojans have responded. 25-21 win in the third set. They're leading 12-5 presently here on your Wolf and Simon Real Estate scoreboard. I want to say thanks to our other sponsors, including Frontier Airlines, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Great Clips. Great Clips, download the app to find the location nearest you today. Budget Blinds, with locations based out of Detroit Lakes, serving every community around there. And there's an ace serve, as well as Racer Construction and Wolf and Simon Real Estate. And there's another point. So that is that ace serve a couple points ago was the second ace of the match for Annika Polju. And nice dig out there by Persons to keep that volley going. And a whistle and a double touch coming here on Sebeka. That touch violation ends a 6-point rally by Sebeka. Stevens almost got it through the blockers. The Panthers somehow kept it alive. Now they send it back. Sent over, nice dig out by Feltz. Now the setup here for Yelanimi from the 10-foot line. Polju on the bump set. Now a free ball sent over by Lilquest. And now in middle of the net attack. Nice block in the middle of the net there by Kyla Watson. Watson timed that jump absolutely perfectly. And that was a solid block by Watson, the sophomore for the Trojans. 15-6. Near side attack over, kept alive, but into the stands. Polyu with that diving one-handed dig attempt there, but it will be awarded a point there to the Panthers, and it's 15-7. So that ends a 2-point rally here. I'm sorry, it ends a 1-point rally. My apologies. And it starts a 2-point rally. Park Rapids looking for that 3rd point in a row here. Pushed over, kept alive. Yelenimi will bump set it, and what's the call here? 4 touches is the call. 16-7. Watson will go back to serve here for the Trojans. Middle net attack, blocked at the net. Give that block to the Lilquist sisters, at least I think they're sisters. Jalen and Miranda, 8 and 9 up in front of the net there for the block at 17-7. I should have asked that when I was talking to the coach for name pronunciations, but I didn't. Stevens sends it over. And that one's powered out of bounds, and a point for Sebeka. And Sebeka rolling here in this 4th set. If Park Rapids can't put something together, we're going to see a 5th set in this match. Here's Watson. Bump set, and now pushed over there by Meyer, and blocked at the net by Lilquist. Four in a row here for Sebeka. Has given themselves a 19-7 lead, and that will be a 4 touches is what they'll call that one. And it's now 20-7, and it's 5 in a row. I don't think anybody expected this coming into set 4. Push back over. Watson, now they'll set it up far side for Lilquist. Dug out by Feltz. Wrong side of the net. 21-7. And the Sebeka Trojans continue to roll here in set number 4. Down in the match 2-1, but on the doorstep of tying it up. Park Rapids needs a huge rally. Maybe they can start it with that. That's another 6 in a row. I feel like I'm a radio DJ for the Sebeka Trojans. 21-8. Nice dig out there by Meyer. Sent over, but out of bounds. 22-8. Park Rapids, I don't know if you call a timeout here just to kind of settle things down a little bit, but you're definitely going to be talking in between the sets. Serve into the net. That makes it 22-9. Persons will serve. Can they get to 10 here? Free ball sent over by Lilquist. Persons set there by Fogarty and then sent over. Polyu pushed back over by Lilquist. I believe that was Miranda. No, that was Jalen. I'll get the 8-9 figured out eventually. And that one's down to the floor. Miranda Lilquist with the kill. 23-9. That one's over. Just barely, though. Yelenimi's blocked at the net. It was Jalen Lilquist and Violet Linsney with the block. And that bringing set point here. Did it land in bounds? No, it did not. 25-9 is your final here in set number 4, and we got a fight of set 5 coming up here for you on Magnitude Sports. We are tied at 2-2. after the Sebeka Trojans fell down 2-0 in the match. We go to set 5. The first one to 15 will win it. We'll be back in a couple minutes here with the 5th and final set here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned.
Discover the perfect property for your needs and budget. Whether you're looking to buy or sell your home, find a cabin for the weekend family gatherings, or a lot for your dream home. Get started on your next adventure at wolfsimonrealestate.com. Browse the featured listings or utilize the advanced search tools to find exactly what you're looking for, like a city home, a country home, lake lot, acreages, or even commercial buildings. Wolf & Simon Real Estate, 1217 1st Street East in Park Rapids, or call 218-237-7770.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
All right, welcome back. Set 5 about to get underway. Your Frontier Airlines Set 4 recap. It was the Panthers and then the Sebeka Trojans and the Panthers and the Trojans to make it 2-2. 2 points by the Trojans made it 4-2. Panthers score, 2 more for the Trojans. Panthers score, 2 more for the Trojans. Panthers score, and then the Trojans go on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 point rally to make it a 14-5 lead. Panthers would score, and then the teams would trade points to 16-7. And then at 16-7, the Sebeka Trojans would score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row to make it 21-7, and then 21-8. The Panthers score 22-8, 22-9, 23-9, 24-9, 25-9. And now we're tied at 2-2 heading into set 5. The first one to 15 or the first one to win by 2 points, whichever of those 2 scenarios occur. The Panthers are on the doorstep of winning their first match of the year, and now they're on the verge of giving up what could have been a potential win. As the official talking with the Panthers players to make sure that their rotation is set correctly. Now he'll go back to the scorers table and take a look at the scorebook and see what they have over there for a rotation. I believe Sebeka will get the serve, but we'll find out. Once again, I want to say thanks to our sponsors, including Frontier Airlines, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Great Clips, Budget Blinds, Racer Construction, Wolf & Simon Real Estate, for making broadcast coverage of the Panthers football and volleyball teams possible this season here on Magnitude Sports. As there's still some talk at the scorers table as we have some extra time. Let's go ahead and take a look at that upcoming schedule here. Once again, we got Perham and Barnesville and DGF and Holly, a volleyball doubleheader for you on Thursday. Then we come back on Friday to Park Rapids to see the Panthers take on the Warwood Warriors. And then back to the volleyball court next week. DGF and Park Rapids on the road Tuesday, and then Park Rapids at home against Anakin on Thursday. And then a doubleheader of football for you Friday, September 22nd. We're trying to make that a triple header, but right now it's a doubleheader. And then Monday, September 25th, Park Rapids and Thief River Falls here at the Panther Den. If that's what they call it. That's what I'm calling it unofficially anyway. And then DGF against Thief River, Moorhead, and Perham to kick off the month of October. And then more on that fall schedule here coming up. You can look at that on our website at magnitudesn.com. And I think we're ready to go now. And it will be the Sebeka Trojans with the serve, just as I thought. They came out cruising in set 4. The Panthers have something in them here in set 5 to get their first win of the season. Dug out by Ness. Lilquist will bump set it. Stevens, free ball over. Yelanimi sends it back. Nice dig out by Stevens. Yelanimi shuts the door. Park Rapids has scored first in all 5 sets tonight. They have won 2, they have lost 2. That one's too far on the swing by Lilquist. The last time the Panthers had a 2-0 lead, it was 2-0 in set 1. Here's Watson. Kept alive. Now they'll set it up. Yelanimi can't get it over the net. Point Sebeka 2-1. Sebeka would love to get to 500. If they can win this 5th set, they'll be 5-5 on the season. Here's Watson with the serve. Persons digs it out, nearly hits the ceiling. Bump set, 10-foot line attack is over from Yelanimi, and now sent back over there by, I believe that was Lindsay, but I'm not 100% sure. That one's through the blockers, and a nice kill there by Miranda Lilquist, and it's 2-2. We have our first tie of set 5. Once again, this set goes the first one to 15, and not 25. It's our first 5-set volleyball broadcast of the season here on Magnitude Sports. And we hope that you've enjoyed this one, whether you're cheering on the Panthers or if you're cheering on the Trojans. That one's out of bounds on the block, and the point will go to the Panthers, and they'll take a 3-2 lead. And Persons gets it back and down for a point. How about that? 3-4-2 as the Panthers double up here on Sebeka. Both teams giving it their all in this 5-set thriller. Lilquist sends a free ball over. Yelanimi, or I'm sorry, that is actually, yeah, that was Yelanimi. And that one goes down for a kill. That was Feltz. 5-2, the Panthers have a 3-point lead, just like they did in set 1. This is almost an identical scoring recap of set 1. And there's a kill by Lindquist. It's 5-3. And that's exactly what happened in set 1. 5-3. And now going back to serve here is Stevens, who had the ace at 5-3 last time. Inbounds has the ace at 5-4 this time. The only difference in the scoring was Park Rapids got up 3-0 to 3-1. This is 2-0, 2-1. After that, it evened out, and it's the same replay as set 1 almost. (5-4). Attack Lilquist over. Persons digs it out. That one sent down to the floor. Stevens tried to dig it out, but she couldn't. And Ishins will get the kill, and it's 6-4. Back set, far side, blocked at the net, kept alive by Ness. And now sent over. Yelanimi will keep it alive. Now this attack is sent over by Meyer. And that is Polyu, I believe. Meyer sends it back. Stevens digs out. Polio over in 2. And now Meyer on the attack again. Lands inbounds. Snuck it into the back corner. 7-4, and this is that pivotal point in set 5 here. If the Park Rapids Panthers score again, I wouldn't bet against a timeout here for Sebeka. We'll see if that happens, though. If Sebeka scores, you may not see the timeout. And Sebeka will score. 7-5, they stay within 2. And that's crucial right now here for the Trojans. Going back to serve is Miranda Lilquist. Serve goes into the net. And it's 8-5 on the service here. And an ace serve. Makes it 9-5. And there's that timeout. The ace serve came from Ryan Fogarty. I believe it's her 3rd of the match. I'll double check those numbers to be sure. We'll take a timeout, be back with the conclusion or possible conclusion of set 5 in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
All right, after the timeout, it's a service error for Park Rapids to make it 9-6. We've had 9 aces in this match. 5 of them have been served up by somebody in jersey number 6. We had 3 of them for Ryan Fogarty so far, and 2 of them for Annika Polyu. Jump serve is over. 9-6 on the Wolf Simon Real Estate scoreboard. That one's out of bounds, and the point goes to the Trojans. It's 9-7. And so far, so good out of the Sebeka timeout. And take that back, it's 9-8. And so far, even better than good out of that timeout. And blocked at the net. Point goes to the Panthers, and they are the first to hit double digits. And once again, if they can get to 15, that would do it. That serve may have been out of bounds had they not touched it. Instead, it results in a point, 11-8. This is a big point here for Park Rapids. Sebeka needs to score before the Panthers get to 12. Watson sends it over. Dug out by Feltz. Now the set, far side, Yelanimi. Ness digs it out. Volley continues. Polyu sends it back over. Here's the set, middle of the net attack, Meyer. Check that, Miller. Polyu sends it over 2 hands. Miller digs it out. The set, backside, near attack. Ooh, and that one may have been out of bounds had they not touched it. Polyu sends it over 2 hands, and the volley will continue. Set, far side, Yelanimi sends it over and down. 12-8. And a big, big point there for the Park Rapids Panthers. And if Sebeka has a rally in them, they need to get that rally going now. Watson sends it over. Watson scores the point. It's 12-9. So they get 1 of the 3 back. Tip to the floor. Stevens with the point. It's 12-10. That's 2 in a row for Sebeka. Serve just barely made it over. They'll set it up. Ulanimi from in front of the 10-foot line. Stevens will dig it out. Check that. Polyu dug it out. Now Polyu will send it over. Nice diving one-handed dig there by Maggie Meyer. Sent back over in front of the back line. Ness touches up on it. Set up Watson, middle of the net. Right back to the Trojans. Now they'll push it over. Oh, and a nice save there by Lilquist. Ulanimi goes on the attack, and Ulanimi gets the kill. Panthers need 2. Sebeka needs 5. 13-10. And the Panthers fans on the edge of their seat, crossing their fingers for that first win of the season. Sebeka would like to put an end to that. Sent over and out of bounds. It's match point for the Panthers. Sebeka needs to be careful now. Person serves it up, match point. Ness, they'll set it up. Here's Stevens, 10-foot line over. Persons digs it out. Ulanimi, nice dig out there by Polyu. Now Stevens on the attack. Sends it down to the floor, and the Trojans stay alive for at least one more point. Back to serve now. Here's Ellie Ness. And a timeout's going to be called by Sebeka, and that's probably the best timeout taken of the entire match here. We'll take one more timeout ourselves. The conclusion to this one possibly right after this. Racer Construction. Call them today, 218-252-2120 for all your earthwork and excavation needs. They specialize in residential and commercial building sites, roads, driveways, and septic systems. They serve Becker, Hubbard, and the surrounding counties. The world is our sandbox, and our toys are big enough to play in it. Racer Construction, 218-252-2120. Good luck, Park Rapids Panthers. (14-11). Ellie Ness back to serve for Sebeka. Panthers on the verge of their first win of the season. They just need one more point. And they got it right there. Ellie Ness serves it a little bit too far. The Panthers pick up their first win of the season over the Sebeka Trojans, 15-11, and take the match 3-2. A tough break for the Sebeka Trojans as they were right there. They were down 2-0 in the match. They came out solid in set 3, and they came out cruising in set number 4. And for the Park Rapids Panthers, they are now 1-4 on the season, picking up their first win in 5-set thriller fashion here. And we'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. Stay tuned. Your post-game show is coming up next.
I have 3 amazing kids, and it can be a bit complicated.
All right, you guys, you ready?
But there's nothing else like it in the world.
Bye, honey.
Traveling with kids is on another level.
Yay, let's go.
I appreciate all the extra help I can get when we fly.
Hi, how can I help?
I'm honored to get every passenger to their destination.
I'm so grateful that I've been able to fly with my 3 young kids.
At Frontier, we get it. We're flyers too, and we believe the sky is for everyone.
Hi, this is Mike from Magnitude Sports. I'd like you to do me a favor if you would. Subscribe to this channel right here, Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. The channel is owned by a family I've known for over 2 decades and features some sports stars from previous Magnitude Sports broadcasts. So if you're the type of guy that likes fishing, hunting, dogs, you can get all that and more right here on the Dakota Fins and Feathers YouTube channel. You can also find them on social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. It's educational, it's captivating, it's fun. It's Dakota Fins and Feathers Outdoors. Subscribe today.
At Great Clips, we use online check-in to help NHL player Jack Hughes achieve game day flow faster, so he can do more with his time off the clock. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
At Great Clips, we use clip notes to save NHL player Cale Makar's haircut details, so he's always confident in his hockey hair. Because with a name like Cale, you gotta sport great salad. Great Clips, official hair salon of the NHL.
For over 30 years, Budget Blinds, based out of Detroit Lakes, has been serving Perham, Fergus Falls, Park Rapids, and the surrounding area. Whether you need blinds, shutters, or drapes, check out the entire inventory online at budgetblinds.com. Budget Blinds is backed by the #1 provider for window coverings in North America and is your local window coverings expert. Visit them online today, budgetblinds.com, or give them a call at 218-206-9599. That's 218-206-9599 and online at budgetblinds.com.
Racer Construction. Call them today, 218-252-2120, for all your earthwork and excavation needs. They specialize in residential and commercial building sites, roads, driveways, and septic systems. They serve Becker, Hubbard, and the surrounding counties. The world is our sandbox, and our toys are big enough to play in it. Racer Construction, 218-252-2120. Good luck, Park Rapids Panthers.
Discover the perfect property for your needs and budget. Whether you're looking to buy or sell your home, find a cabin for the weekend family gatherings, or a lot for your dream home. Get started on your next adventure at wolfsimonrealestate.com. Browse the featured listings or utilize the advanced search tools to find exactly what you're looking for, like a city home, a country home, lake lot, acreages, or even commercial buildings. Wolf & Simon Real Estate, 1217 First Street East in Park Rapids, or call 218-237-7770.
All right, welcome back as the Panthers pick up their first win of the season in 5-set fashion over the Sebeka Trojans. 25-23, 25-23, 21-25, 9-25, and then they come back with a 15-11 win. There we go. That's the button I was looking for. As they will get a team photo with some classmates, friends, maybe some family. It looks more like friends, but you never know. There might be your brother hanging out in there. But yeah, like I said, they pick up their first win of the season in that 5-set. There you see the set scores there. Let's recap this one. Your Frontier Airlines match recap. Once again, visit the Frontier Airlines at flyfrontier.com to learn about the Go Wild Pass. And with the Go Wild Pass, you can set yourself up with $15 one-way flights both in and out of Minneapolis and or Fargo for as low as $15 a flight with the Go Wild Pass. Once again, visit flyfrontier.com to learn more about that. Back in set one, the Panthers got out to a 3-0 lead. 2 points, 2 points, 2 points, 2 points later, as the two teams would trade 2 points each. It would be 7-4 in favor of the Panthers, and then it would be a point for the Trojans, 2 for the Panthers, point for the Trojans, 1-1, 2-1, 2-1-1 to make it 15-9. And then the Sebeka Trojans would go on a rally of a 4-0 mini rally to cut the lead down to 15-13. Teams would continue to trade points as we reached 19-16, and then Sebeka would score 19-17, and then on an ace serve by Ellie Ness, they would make it 19-18, eventually tie it at 19. Park Rapids would take a timeout. Out of the timeout, Sebeka would score 3 more to take a 22-19 lead. Panthers would score 22-20 off a service error by Sebeka. Then Sebeka would get that service error point back to make it 23-20, and then at that point, the Panthers went on a 5-0 run and finished out the set at 21-22, 23-24, and 25-23 to take a 1-0 lead in the match. In set 2, the Panthers would strike first again. Sebeka would tie it up and go on a 6-point run to take a 6-1 lead before the Panthers would score again at 6-2. Teams would trade points up to 8-3 when the Panthers would score 4 in a row to get it down to 8-6 in favor of the Sebeka Panthers before the Sebeka Trojans, before the Trojans scored 2 more, and then to make it 10-6. Teams would trade the next 2 points to make it 11-7, and then the Panthers would score 2 to trim the lead down to 11-9. Sebeka would push that lead back up to 12-9 before the Panthers would go on a 4-0 mini run of their own to cut the lead down to 11-12, tied at 12 on an ace serve by Rylan Fogarty to get the lead at 13-12 before Sebeka would tie it up at 13-13. Panthers would come back with 2 of their own, but then the Sebeka Trojans would come back with 4 of their own to tie it at 15, score 2 more, and retake a 17-15 lead. Panthers would respond with 2 to knot it up at 17. Then it was tied at 18, tied at 19, tied at 20, tied at 21. And then the Panthers would score 3 in a row to make it 24-21. And then 2 in a row for Sebeka to cut the lead down to 24-23. And then Panthers would score to make it 25-23 and win the second set and take a 2-0 lead in the match. We'd move to set 3. The Panthers would strike first again. Sebeka would tie it and go on a 5-point run to take a 5-1 lead before the Panthers scored again, and then Sebeka scored 2 more to push the lead up to 7-2 before the Panthers scored, and then Sebeka would score 3 more to push the lead to 10-3 before the Panthers decided to go on a little run of their own. They would score 6 in a row. Down 3-10, they'd trim the lead down to 10-9 in favor of Sebeka before they scored again to make it 11-9, 11-10, then eventually tied at 11, and that was the start of a 3-point rally for the Panthers as they would take a 13-11 lead before the Sebeka Trojans would score again. Sebeka would score 2 in a row. They'd get that 12th point, and then on an ace serve by Anna Kapolu, they would tie it up at 13-13 before the Panthers took the lead back at 14-13. Then we were tied at 14, tied at 15, tied at 16, tied at 17, but on the let me look back here. Yeah, on the 17-17 tie, it was Sebeka down 17, or Sebeka was up 16-17, and then the Panthers would score to make it 17-17, and then Sebeka would go on a 4-0 run to push the lead up to 21-17 before the Panthers scored again. The two teams would trade off on the next 2 points before Sebeka would go on a 2-point rally at set point to reach set point at 24-19. Panthers would score 2 in a row to trim the lead down to 24-21, but Sebeka would score the final point and could take the third set to trim the match score down to 2-1. It was all Sebeka in set 4 after the Park Rapids Panthers scored first. And then Sebeka would tie it, Park Rapids would score, Sebeka would tie it, Sebeka would score 3 in a row to take a 4-2 lead, and on that 4th point, it was an ace serve by Samantha Stevens to make it 4-2. Panthers would score to make it 4-3, 2 more for the Trojans to make it 6-3. Panthers would score 2 more for the Trojans to make it 8-4. Panthers would score, and then the Trojans go on a 6-point run to make it 14-5, and at 13-5, it was another ace serve for Anna Kapolu. And then it was 15-6, 15-7, and then after the Panthers scored to make it 15-7, the Trojans would go on a 5-point run to take their 6-point run to take their 15-7 lead and push it to a 21-7 lead before the Panthers scored again to make it 21-8. And then the Trojans scored, and then the Panthers scored, and then it was 3 in a row after the Panthers scored to make it 23-9. The Trojans would score 3 to make it 25-9 and tie the match at 2 sets apiece. And then we'd move to set 5, and Park Rapids would jump out to a 2-0 lead before Sebeka scored 2 of their own to make it 2-2. And then the Panthers went on a 4-point run to push their 2-2 tie to a 5-2 lead before Sebeka scored again at 5-3. Sebeka would score 2 in a row, and on 5-4, it was an ace serve by Samantha Stevens, but then Park Rapids would come back with 2 of their own to make it 7-4. A service error on Park Rapids would give Sebeka the point at 7-5. 2 more in a row for the Panthers to make it 9-5, including an ace serve by Ryland Fogarty at 9-5. After that ace serve, Sebeka would take a timeout. Out of the timeout, Panthers would have the serve. They'd punch it into the net for a service error to make it 9-6. Sebeka would score 2 more to trim the lead down to 9-8 before the Panthers went on a 3-point run to push that 9-8 lead back to a 12-8 lead. Sebeka would get 2 back to trim the lead down to 12-10. Park Rapids would get the 2 back to increase their lead to 14-10 and achieve match point. The serve would go back to Sebeka after they scored a point to make it 14-11. Sebeka would call a timeout, and then after the timeout, Ellie Ness on the serve would send it a little bit too far out of bounds, and that would reward Park Rapids their 15th point, and they win the match 3-2, and they improved to 1-4 on the season. For the Sebeka Trojans, they are now 4-6 on the season overall, and they will have a home game against the Pillager Huskies on Thursday. Then they go on the road for a pair, one at Brandon Evansville, one at New York Mills, taking on the Eagles, before they come back home for a pair of games against the against Nevis and the Verndale Pirates, Nevis Tigers and the Verndale Pirates. And then they go on the road to take on the Henning Hornets on Thursday, October 5th. And then they head over to Perham for the volleyball invite on Saturday, October 7th, where their possible opponents could be Walker Hackensack Akeley, Underwood, Thief River Falls, Staples Motley, Roseau, Piers, Park Rapids area, Park Christian, Melrose, Kitson County Central, Henning, Hawley, Foston, Perham, and Barnesville will all be participating in that volleyball invite in Perham on Saturday, October 7th. After the volleyball invite, they get back to regular season action at home when they take on Pine River Bacchus, and then they go on the road to take on Bertha Hewitt, and then back home against the Monaga Braves, and then that'll wrap up regular season action. They'll have one more invite tournament in Underwood, where they're on Thursday, October 19th, where their possible opponents will be Verndale, Wheaton-Herman, Norcross, Clinton Grace, Beardsley, Kirkhoven, Murdoch, Sunberg, Underwood, and Roseau to wrap up the regular season for the now 4-6 Sebeka Trojans, who fall to 1-2 on the road. And it was a let me double check here. It was a non-conference, non-section game, so those records are not affected. And now for the Park Rapids area Panthers, they improved to 1-4 on the season. They will have a home game on Thursday against Staples Motley. Then they go to Walker for the Walker invite, where their possible opponents on Saturday, September 16th will be War Road, Southridge, Royalton, Monaga, Foston, Fertile Beltrami, Cass Lake, Bena, Black Duck, Bertha Hewitt, and Walker Hackensack Akeley. And then back to regular season action when they go on the road to DGF, to Glendon, Minnesota, to take on the Dilworth Glendon Fountain Rebels, a game that you can catch here on Magnitude Sports, before they come back home on Thursday, September 21st for a pair of games. 21st against Attican and the 25th versus Thief River Falls. Then they go on the road on the 28th to wrap up September at Crosby Ironton and kick off the month of October on the road against Detroit Lakes, a team that, never mind, I thought they played them already, but they didn't. So never mind what I was about to say there. So that road game at Detroit Lakes will be almost the end of the regular season. They go to that Perham invite, and we already went through the possible opponents in a Perham invite on Saturday, October 7th, with the first match starting bright and early at 8 in the morning. After that Perham invite on Monday, October 9th, they're home against Wadena Deer Creek as they'll take on the Wolverines. Then they go to Barnesville to take on the other Purple Trojan team, and then back home against East Grand Forks on Monday, October 16th. That'll wrap up regular season play, and then they have one more invite at Fergus Falls on Thursday, October 9th to wrap up the regular season before the section playoffs, where their possible opponents will be Winnie-Mac, West Central area, Walker Hackensack Akeley, Sauk Center, Pequot Lakes, Pelican Rapids, Minnewaska area, Lake of the Woods, Hillcrest Lutheran Academy, Detroit Lakes, Breckenridge, Fergus Falls, and Hawley will be the possible opponents at that Fergus Falls invite. That starts bright and early at 9 a.m. on Thursday, October 19th. And that's what's ahead for the Park Rapids area Panthers. What's ahead here on Magnitude Sports? Let's take a look. As you can see this schedule on our website at magnitudesn.com. So we have 2 more volleyball games for you tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but on Thursday, as Perham takes on Barnesville and DGF takes on Hawley, and then Park Rapids and War Road on the football field. We have a pending game between Perham and East Grand Forks on Friday night as well. We're trying to line up some staff for that game. And then Tuesday, DGF and Park Rapids. So the Panthers will go on the road on Tuesday, September 19th. That's a game we'll have for you here. And then 2 days later, they come back home on Magnitude once again to take on Attican. And then Friday, September 22nd, it's a doubleheader of football. DGF versus Morris Area, Perham versus Little Falls. We're trying to sneak in that Park Rapids game. Once again, we're short-staffed on that day, but we're going to do our best to make that a triple header instead of a doubleheader. And then Park Rapids volleyball again on Monday, September 25th against Thief River Falls. Thursday, a pair of volleyball games. Monday, October 2nd, DGF Thief River Falls, DGF Moorhead on the 3rd, and DGF Perham on the 5th. And then a triple header of football for you. Fingers crossed that we stay fully staffed by October 6th. DGF Detroit Lakes, Park Rapids, Barnesville, Perham, Thief River Falls. And then we wrap up the regular season with 4 more volleyball games and 2 more football games, including Park Rapids and Pelican Rapids. The battle of the PR teams, the Panthers versus the Vikings, to wrap up our fall sports season on Wednesday, October 18th, as we head into the section playoffs after that, with schedule to be determined at this point. So once again, your final score here from the Panther Den in Park Rapids, it is the Park Rapids area Panthers getting their first win of the season. 25-23, 25-23, 21-25, 9-25, and 15-11. For Janice on camera, my name's Mike Mason, and we thank you so much for tuning in, whether you're cheering on the Panthers or cheering on the Trojans. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast outside of maybe the final numbers on the scoreboard. You have a great night. We'll talk to you again here in a couple days on Magnitude Sports.
Preceding broadcast was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.